Alrighty friends, so yesterday when I made that puzzle, the outside edges cut a lot better than the inside edges with the curves. So check out the solution I came up with. That file was created online, but if we do file open, I can bring it into Inkscape and then I can use my Inkscape skills to fix it. Here is my PLA jigsaw SVG file. And when this file opens, you can see it's got the outside edge and the inside curves. Here is my solution. If we simply switch to the nodes and click on the shape, you can see that it draws the outside and the inside with curves. If we double click and delete these outside edges, we'll be left with just the curves. Just like that, I've eliminated the outside edge. And now if I draw another piece where it's the square, it'll be a separate piece when we bring it into the Glowforge software. Make it as close as I can. And then I'll zoom in on the corners to make sure that I lined it up well. Let's use the zoom and check down here. You can see that I missed by just a little bit, but then we can click on that red and I'm going to zoom out just a tiny bit, or I'm going to use the little slider because all I wanted to do was to get to this piece right there. Let's slide up and look at the top. That looks perfect. Double check the left edge. I'm happy. And last but not least, double check the right edge. Not happy. But we are going to fix that by simply doing this. Now I'm simply going to save it as an SVG, and instead of PLA, it's going to be PLA Jigsaw All, because it's all the parts in two separate pieces. And now let's bring it in to the Glowforge app. Of course, we start by hitting upload, and let's see if we can find that PLA All Jigsaw puzzle. There we go. When it loads, we get to see that there are exactly two files which we can use for the settings. For that rectangle, we're going to stay with that same 3 by 200 by 100 by 5 setting. For the curves, though, let's use the one. For the curves, I am going to use my 3 passes, 155 and 75. But I need to go into that and tweak it so it's at that 5mm height, and I want to make it 100% power. Let's quickly zoom out so we can see everything a little bit better, and then I'm going to draw a large rectangle that grabs both pieces, and let's see if we can squeeze this on my little slab of PLA. It doesn't fit perfect, so I'm going to get it as close as I can, and then I'm going to shrink my puzzle pieces so they do fit in my little square of plastic. Couple little nudges to get it exactly where I want it, and then we are good to go. I just need to select that material. Remember, we are doing specify height, and we are putting in 5mm for the height of our material. One last nudge for good luck, and then let's hit the print button and go upstairs and hit the button on the Glowforge. Alrighty friends, well, I did not give you any time lapse today, but let's see what we got. And note I've got these pegs in place so that I can run it one more time if I have to. So I'm going to just slide that out, and I'm going to look at the back, and it is not cut all the way through. So I'm going to slide it back into those same spots, and I'm going to run it one more time. Alright friends, so I was not messing around. I simply just ran it all 3 times again, and this time I can see the puzzle pieces cut out of the back. So let's break it apart and see what the puzzle looks like. Alrighty friends, so after 2 days of fiddling, I have got a puzzle created out of PLA. Useful? Probably not. But it is better than throwing out my PLA, and I think in my classroom the kids will have a good time with it, and I think it's also a sweet use of the Glowforge and the cool little website that makes the puzzle SVG file which I've also done out of cardboard, except this should be a little more durable. Alrighty friends, so I have proven it was possible. In the future, we'll try and have a video where some of my students prove that you can put it back together. There were 2 or 3 parts that did not come apart perfectly, but cutting it twice with the same settings, it did come super close to cut all the way through. Even though the PLA was a little bit irregular, where I told it 5 millimeters, there were some humps and bumps that I'm going to perfect the process of melting it to eventually get layers that are really much more consistent. But hey, it did work, and it is pretty fun, and I think it's going to be a really challenging puzzle, and it's way better than throwing out all the PLA from the scraps that I got. So my friends, if you found the video useful, please give it a like. If you got a question, comment, or a suggestion, please add it down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and last but not least, hit the notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.